Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Hello and welcome to Money on the Floor. I'm here to help you pick it up. Talking about arbitrage, talking about trading, talking about all this craziness we're looking at all the time. So our coin's still at 8 cents. 8 cents, that's good. That's great. Arbitrage is still strong. David Peterson's still there working hard for us. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff I really don't know about, but I guess they're really not telling us. But he's out there and his wife is out there tweeting, and that's great because it's got people excited. We know they care, and that's what really matters. We need to know that they're there working for us, working for themselves, working for arbitrage. But without arbitrage, this is all nothing. So we need to all work for arbitrage. David Peterson does, his family does, all the people that work for arbitrage does. We do. I mean, without it, we're nothing. We're nothing on this platform. So we're waiting for Trade Pro to come out, waiting for crypto debit cards. A lot of craziness. So it's difficult. It's hard to wait, but we're still waiting. And we will wait because we believe. If we go over here to my account, my account's $20,546. It's been growing. Remember when I first started this, I only had $1,600 in here. It's gotten to this amount, and that's because of arbitrage. I got 20,194 tokens sitting here. That is because of arbitrage. All this is because of arbitrage, because of David Peterson and his team and his family and what they're all working on. So it's awesome. We just wanted to stay around and get better, that's all. You see the coin's been all the way up to 15 cents and more. So right now it's stabilizing at right now 8 cents, but it was over here 10 cents. So you never know. Could jump back up and down. So that's great. I like to see the coin moving. I like to see the ETH going up. Both those things are positive. I don't like seeing it come down like 7.9, but that's okay. It has to do what it has to do. So that's the craziness of the whole thing. Now if we go over to ABOT, we got 95 tokens. We had a 0.6 day, 6%. That's great. So that means we're 1745 for the day. I'm gonna have to put some more gasoline in here. Mine's getting real low, so I gotta keep an eye on mine. I don't want to run out. I want to keep things going. Jump over to Trade Pro. Hoping we are. My little thing's going round and round. Here we go. So we're still negative on both ETH and Bitcoin. And we still got all bearish candles, so ETH must be a little bit, Bitcoin's a little bit stronger. We're still going down. That's a day chart. Let's take it to a intraday. And yeah, intraday we're right on this trend line, so we'll see what happens. See if this rejects it and goes back up. Got, where am I? Well, I was looking for, that's not what I wanted. Bad finger. Come on, let's get this right. Bitcoin US dollar. There we go. Okay, so we still got a bearish candle, but it has a long wick, so there's a lot of rejection. We'll go down a 30-minute. Oh yeah, got those two candles pumping up. It's still going. So right now we're hitting the ceiling right now. See if it breaks through. If that breaks through, that's all out buy. So that's pretty awesome. I'd sure like to see that. Now if we go over here to ETH and Bitcoin. I mean ETH and US dollar. There it is. Come on, you can do this. Don't be bashful now. Same thing. We had a bearish candle, but it's got a long wick on it, so a lot of indecision. So it's the bulls are trying to push this thing back up. That's awesome. And you look right down here, 30-minute chart, you put a trend line across this. We broke out. We're just skyballing it right now, just going all the way up. That's great. And right now we're hitting this point right here. Follow it across. Okay, we're coming back. We're hitting this. We got a support level right here. See if it breaks through. And support and resistance is very important. You guys really need to learn this correctly. And there's a lot of craziness to it. There's a lot of support and resistance through here. Now there's the obvious ones where you can see it bouncing off. But what actually is support? It's a good question. Glad you asked me. Did you ask me? I don't think anybody asked me. Anyway, you got a picture here. What is support? A support is one candle in the middle and then two lower to the right and two lower to the left. Now, if they're the same, that's considered one candle. So we still have two lower to the left, two lower to the right. That's support. So how do you know you got support up here? Is this support? Well, it's easy. You got these two are the same. So these are considered one candle. So you got 1, 2. So these are considered same to one candle. So you got 2 to the right and you got 2 to the left. So that's support too. Same thing here. These are the same. So you got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. That's support. Now over here we don't have support yet because we have, well, no, we do because this one's still a deeper one. So you got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. So that's support too. So that's all you got to look for, support, is just knowing you have 1. Since we have 2 here the same, that's 1. And you got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. That's support. That's when you know you have true support. Now, our support levels, that's a whole different deal. Which ones you want to use at? Those are going to be the ones that stand out the most to you. Now, if you still got to make sure it's true, so you have at least 2 to 3 touches on each support level that really means something. So if you see you got a red line right here, you got these two the same. So you got support coming through here, this red line here. These are all tops where they keep coming off of, bouncing. So this is like a top. These are bottoms, so that's a good support there. What is a true support? That we have to find out. I'll have to make this bigger. I get it to hold. There we go. We got twins here. Oh, come back. These are support levels, but actual support would be the 2. Oh, it's going to be very difficult here. So you got 1 here in the middle. You got 2 here, 2 here. So that's going to be support there. So you got a support line through here. You got support right here. This is probably the most obvious one right here I'm seeing. Remember right here, we got 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the middle. Right there. Because this is working off the bottom. This one's working off the top. And if we go back through smaller, it comes through. You can see it's working right over here too. It's working off of here, working off of there. It's hitting one right over here too. You can see it's got support right there. So that's a support level. Now, a level doesn't mean it has to be that exact line. It could be an area. It could be a whole area in here. It could be this from here to here. I mean, you never know. It just depends. It's not an exact, sign. It's not an exact level. So I just don't want you getting stuck in there. Usually it's an area. And there's so much to it, but the main things you got to remember, there's 1 in the middle, 2 to the right, 2 to the left that are lower. That is support, true support. From there, you have to find the ones that line up to make support. And then it could also be an area, because you might have one, if you got them real close together, that's the whole area of support. And it's going to be very hard to break through that. So you really need to work on support and resistance. You need to go back in time and practice it. Go back and find the levels that matter, and then find out if it's true support and resistance. Now that you know what that is, and that'll help you a lot. Because like here, you can see we got support up here, obviously, because we're hitting something. It's turned around. We got support through here, it's hitting stuff, it's turned around. We got support here, it's hitting stuff, it's turned around. But is it true support? Sure, you have to go check that out. But you know how to check that now. It's going to be one in the middle, two to the right, two to the left. And if they're real close together, it's that whole area that's going to be support and resistance. And you're going to have the ceiling and you're going to have the floor. And once you break through, the floor becomes a ceiling and the next level becomes a floor. And then you want to go through and find all those ahead of time, so when you run into those, it really means something. And then if you do Fibonacci on here, and you got Fibonacci lined up with support and resistance, that's even stronger. And then also, you got to remember your numbers. If you line up on it ends with a 0 or a 5, and it lines up with that, that's even stronger, because that's a mental resistance point right there for people. All of us humans, we got a mental thing on 0s and 5s. So you got those three things. If you get something that lines up with all three of those, you got to remember that thing is going to hold, whether it's up or down. So anyways, a lot to it, and this is just the beginning for you. And also you got your trend lines. You got trend lines coming through showing support and resistance. So there's a lot to it, a lot to learn, but this is a starting point for you guys to go. So hang in there. Don't give up. We got Trade Pro coming out soon. You got to learn all this if you want to trade it manually. If not, there's shadow trading and there's going to be bot trading. So that's going to be awesome. So hang in there. Have a good day. Stay ARB strong. We'll talk to you soon. We're going to come up with a video about money management and some basics on that to keep you out of trouble. Okay, bye-bye.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.